Well, this is Boca Chamber Radio, where we're talking everything Boca with Lisa Kirschon, and she's with The Good Life, Daily Dose of Vitamin C. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me on your show, Jerry.
Well, we've had you here before, and you explained a little bit about Tai Chi and how it's used, could be used as a daily tool for relieving stress and pain and kind of making your emotions a kind of thing, putting you in a feel-good place. Is that right?
You bet, absolutely. And I'd like to start off by quoting Jimmy Stewart. Don't look at your audience as your customers, rather look at them as your partners. So what I do, my little secret sauce of Tai Chi and Qigong, is we work together. I help you and teach you tools and techniques, ideally on a daily basis, to help reduce that stress, to help you breathe better, to help you think better, to live a healthier lifestyle. These are wonderful practices that eventually, they're not just physical forms of exercise. It's so much more than that.
It is also a low impact, from what I understand.
Indeed.
Really, anybody with any age group, or obviously you got to go talk to your doctor and see if that's something that physically you can handle. But it's a very easy thing to incorporate into your daily life, right?
Absolutely, and that's one of the beautiful things about Tai Chi and Qigong is that no matter what is going on in your body, no matter the illness, the condition, orthopedic issues, you can make it work for you. And that's what I take pride in as a teacher, as an instructor, to make sure that you're going to get what you need out of these exercises. Whether you're 8 or 80 years old, I work with people in skilled nursing, I work with a dementia group, and it's a beautiful thing. It's so gratifying to see.
Yeah, I mean, to see folks moving themselves a little bit, and then they're probably getting a nice smile on their face because they realize, there's some oxygen flowing through the body.
Absolutely.
And it creates a good positive feeling, right?
Absolutely. I mean, Jerry, the body's made to move. There's a wonderful quote, and this goes back to 1873. Edward Stanley, Earl of Derby, in an address at Liverpool College. I know.
Wow.
Those who think they have not time for bodily exercise will sooner or later have to find time for illness.
That is an amazing, especially the year that you just said that was quoted in. I mean, that was before automobiles that really took. I mean, everybody really had to move around physically, either jumping on a horse or walking.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly. Ancient wisdom.
Yeah,
My
true.
goodness, yes.
So tell me about what you do for senior citizens. I know you're part of this organization, Americans Senior Fitness Association. So tell us a little bit about that and what you do to contribute.
Great. So as a certified senior fitness instructor, I help people stay young. Really, through these specialized movements of Tai Chi and Qigong. Everybody's got something going on, whether it's neuropathy, whatever it may be. So, the scientific research that has been done with Tai Chi and Qigong, there's hundreds upon hundreds of studies since the 1980s. And there's actually oh my gosh, that's a whole nother show of scientific case studies. At Baylor Medical University, they found that with the practice of long-term Qigong practitioners, and I will explain a little more in detail about what that is, what they found that the cells of these long-term Qigong practitioners were 5 times longer than those of ordinary individuals, shall I say. So I'm actually 90 years old. It slows down the aging process. It really does. So I have seen in the past 10 years, particularly the past 10 years, I worked in an independent retirement community as a fitness specialist. I also spent time over there in skilled nursing and the assisted living unit. I got to tell you, Jerry, to see these folks lift their limb, to see them lift their leg up and increase their sense of balance, the most important thing that I want everybody to walk away with in a class setting or private setting is, how do you feel? How do you feel now than you did an hour ago?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel rejuvenated? Do you feel a sense of accomplishment? The destination doesn't matter. It's the whole journey, and you're getting strong through the process. It's very creepy. It gets into the sinews, and one day, maybe 2 weeks after you first start and doing it even once a week for 1 hour, you'll start to see changes in your own stance and the way you walk.
you start to feel better too, because your heart's pumping, there's blood and oxygen
Yes.
running through those arteries and blood vessels and giving you energy.
Yes. Well, the
Yeah,
mind,
the
you become
mind
more
too. That's
mindful,
true.
because how many times you hear about unfortunate situations and stories where somebody just tripped. They just tripped out of nowhere. They walked off the curb. The mind wasn't focused on what they were doing in the moment.
Hmm.
So this is about mindfulness as well.
So Lisa, where can we get in touch with you to take advantage of this great course that you're doing and the advantages it has for folks?
I can be reached at Chi, C-H-I, Healing, H-E-A-L-I-N-G, Arts, with an S on the end, chihealingarts.net. Or you can call me at 781-254-9393.
And I understand you're going to be at the Brasilia Med Spa, right, down in Meisner Park, am I right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we're going to be, stay tuned.
Okay.
We'll be doing some workshops there. I will be bringing my Qigong and Tai Chi knowledge, inspiration, education, and to Brasilia Med Spa. And that's beautiful, to start to integrate Eastern exercise with Western medicine. That's a beautiful combination.
Well, when we come back, we're going to hear some more about this fascinating subject. I mean, I've definitely been enlightened, not knowing what this Tai Chi is all about. You know, you see people in the parks doing it, and you kind of say, okay, it's got to serve some positive purpose. So
Absolutely.
it's good to know a little bit. Education is always good. So we'll be right back at Boca Chamber Radio. Good. So,
Should we shut that out? No, keep it going. That's okay.
yeah, keep it going.
Sure.
What do you want to do for part two?
Expand on the Qigong,
Okay.
what it is,
All right,
and
so let's
Tai
ask you
Chi,
questions about it.
and just to educate people on what is going to be happening in the year
Okay.
2030.
I'll talk about the senior problems.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
You ready to go back?
You
Okay.
got it.
Well, this is Boca Chamber Radio, where we're talking everything Boca, and we're back with Lisa Kirschon. She is a certified senior fitness specialist, specializing in Tai Chi and
Qigong.
Qigong.
Mhm.
Now, these two things are apparently very old and very effective ways to improve on your health. So Lisa's here to tell us a little bit more about that. She's here again. We're going to hear her daily, a couple times a day now. So hopefully we'll get her back in on to give us her daily dose of vitamin C. So Lisa, tell us a little bit more about what's going on and why this is so important for senior citizens today.
Okay, in this little amount of time, let's see if we can surmise this as such. You know, as we get older, you know, it's like, you know, remember that expression that we often hear that, oh, I used to be able to do, you know, I used to be able to do this. And, you know, we do have to change the way we do things as we grow through life. So from the 50 plus on, or let's say 65 on, we have to slow down or change the way we move so that we can create an inner reserve and continue to grow stronger with age. You can get stronger with age. So typically in China, you know, I'm sure the numbers have changed, but we're living a lot longer now. And so in China, typically one would take up Tai Chi and Qigong in their 40s and 50s. Now today, you know, by the year 2030, the number of individuals 65 years and over is going to reach 70 million in just the United States alone.
That's huge.
It
Yeah,
is, and,
yeah.
and the largest population will be the 85 years and older, the fastest growing segment of the population. These are the exercises you can grow old with. They're gentle. You can modify it for whatever is going on. If you're in a chair, you can't stand up, work from the waist up. If you can't move your trunk, could you have one finger that you can move? Beautiful. Any movement is better than no movement. A river that's stagnant, it breeds bacteria.
Mhm.
A body in motion stays in motion.
That's true. Amazing. I mean, you can think about that. It's such an important topic nowadays, and especially when with increased healthcare costs and all that, and,
Yes.
and the fact that we got to take care of ourselves. We have to take some responsibility as we grow old to ensure that we can have a good life as well, and not depend on medicine and pills, and you know what I mean.
Exactly.
And treatment, yeah.
And unlike medication, Qigong is prescribed there is no there is no end to it. You
Mhm.
just do it daily and you modify it, and then you add on different exercises and meditations and postures.
Mhm.
Unlike medication, where after a while it can affect the organs.
Mhm.
So, how do we age with grace and dignity? Qigong, and I will explain a little bit more about that, but let me just say that it's preventive medicine at its best. It's self care, it's cost effective, it's organic in nature, and it's easy to do. You, you know,
Now,
just-
let me ask you this: as far as medical insurance goes, now if this question is not relevant, we can, not discuss this. But how does this affect medical insurance? Could medical insurance pay for Tai Chi
oh,
classes?
wouldn't that be something?
That's what I mean. Is that something that could ever
Yes.
fall into a preventive medicine category?
Well, we've got to talk to the Australian government because in Australia they pay for Tai Chi. I find that fascinating.
You mean the healthcare?
The healthcare, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Mhm.
they pay for Tai Chi. So I think that's just so sweet. And then traditionally in China, one would pay their doctor monthly to stay well. In other words, you went for your herbs, your massage, your acupuncture. They would prescribe Qigong.
Mhm.
If you got ill, the doctor did not do his job. S-
So let me ask you this: Qigong. For those of us
Yeah,
who
let's
don't
talk
know what
about that.
Qigong is, can you explain that to us?
You bet. Qi is energy. Qi is the air we breathe. Gong means skill or time spent accomplishing a task. Put those two words together, you've got cultivating the life energy of your body. And it dates back 4,000 years or so. So, Qigong is moving meditation. There are thousands upon thousands of different styles of Qigong. I'm trained in 12, that's enough for 2 lifetimes. Basically, Qigong is meditative techniques, specialized postures, specialized movement, visual imagery. Oftentimes, when a person is in pain, the pain takes over the mind. The mind is our captain, the body is our ship. And that's one of the beautiful things about Qigong and Tai Chi is that the mind is controlling the body. If you can't change, if you've got pain, chronic pain, you might not be able to get rid of that, but the mind can act as though it's anesthesia to the body. And the studies are out there that this can slow down, this can alleviate pain, these Qigong techniques.
So give us an idea. Someone is going to come in and do an hour session with you.
Yes.
So can you explain a little bit how that works, and just can you give us a quick rundown on how the hour pretty much goes through?
Sure. Well, Qigong is self-cultivation. The Tai Chi is moving meditation. It's a beautiful choreographed, systemized set of movements that you see them in the parks doing. Oftentimes in a class, I will combine both. And we'll start with, ideally, if you can stand. If you need to sit. You can make it work for you. I take pride in making it work for everybody. So in the beginning, we would just start with, what is the most basic thing in life? Breathing. But how are you breathing? Are the shoulders coming up when you inhale? So we would just take the arms and reach them out and up above and exhale. So we start with breathing and very gentle movements of the arms. I want you, if you've got your visuals, thank goodness we have those senses, and if we don't, then I've worked with people that are visually impaired and blind as well, so I make it work for each and every one of you. But your precious feet, those unsung heroes, they hold us up. So I'd have you look down and make sure that those feet are in a good stance, good width apart underneath your hips, and then we begin building on the foundation. You can have a very tall structure with a weak foundation. The building will fall down. Same with our bodies. As we grow through life, typically the head comes forward, the posture comes forward. That's a prescription for a fall. So structural integrity. So I go over all these fundamentals. I might come over and ask if it's okay if I can touch your shoulders and manipulate you in a way that that the alignment is better, and then we go from there with specialized movements, very gentle. I tell people, I help people learn how to walk.
So if you want to get in touch
In a
with
different
Lisa,
way.
she is an amazing person. She's really into helping folks through anything, really, through the stress and rigors of just growing old. I mean, and trying to grow old real gracefully out there. That's the idea.
Yes.
And I think she has the right idea. So, Lisa Kirschon, you can reach her at 781-254-9393 or our website at chihealingarts.net. I'll spell it for you. CHI healingarts.net. That's CHIHEALINGARTS.net. And you can also see her at the Brasilia Med Spa down in Meisner Park. That's at 101 Plaza Real South. So if you're ever down there, give her a visit. I'm sure you'll benefit from meeting her. So any last words of wisdom or your daily dose of vitamin G today?
Yes. Well, the key to healing, when we move in a specialized way, that spinal column is the main cable. One of the sweet things about Tai Chi and Qigong is that it balances the autonomic nervous system, a key to healing. All you need to do is just show up.
Bingo. I love that. And so that's the way we're going to end. We're going to say goodbye. Till next time with Lisa Kirschon at Good Life, Daily Dose of Vitamin G.
Thank you, Jerry. Have a cheerful day.
There you go. This has been Boca Chamber Radio, and where we're talking everything Boca. Have a great day.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Let me just save this.